Welcome back to another episode of School Sucks. I am your host, JB. It's great to be here.
I'm producer Brooke. Hello.
We got gaming footage in the background. We got talking about school. We got everything. We got snow in our backyard. We don't live in Florida, check. Let's do this.
Alright. Today we will be talking about how schools kind of like control your mind and everything. They control your life, basically. You know, you go there 7 hours a day, 5 days a week, and you're told exactly what to do, where to go, what classes are available to you. So we're kind of just going to be doing that. Talking about that.
It basically takes out any sense of, first of all, time management, because you're constantly having your time managed. Then you get a bunch of homework and say, all right, you should know exactly how to do this now. You should know exactly how to manage this, exactly how to get it all done in an efficient way to turn it in when it's due. Like, okay, great, but like, how do we manage our time? You talk to almost any kid, they do not know how to manage their time. I don't know how to manage my time.
Time management and procrastination. I mean, procrastination can still happen with homework in school, but time management is an extremely important skill. I mean, I don't even think I have to explain this. It's pretty obvious. It's really important. 24 hours a day, you gotta spend your time well. And then since everything's scheduled out for you, you don't get to practice, like self-discipline with, all right, I'm going to do this now. I'm not going to wait till the last minute.
The school system just plans everything for you. We got it, and now we're going to throw you into the water, and we'll see if you know how to swim. Hint, you're not going to know how to swim.
Yep, so that's kind of how that works. Another thing is certain classes. Now, at my school, I know I kind of struggle with this, is I am interested in tech and stuff like that. So maybe other schools have tech classes. Our school didn't. I was allowed to take a tech class. The first time was 7th grade. I was allowed to take a tech class. Before there was like no option to even take anything related to tech. And then before that there was one club in 3rd grade, a coding club where you had to get up an hour before school. So that's great.
Yay.
So yeah, I just didn't really, there's just not a lot of stuff for tech, and I understand they might not be able to have every class, but to make it so I'm not allowed to learn about the stuff that I like in school, I mean, what are you even doing then? I want to do something with tech later in life. Why are you not allowing me to do that?
The best way to learn is obviously to learn things you want to. I mean, sure, you have to do some things that you might not feel like doing, but you're generally going to pursue a career, not always, but generally going to pursue a career in something that you find yourself genuinely interested in. You're not gonna love reading and say, okay, well, I really want to get a career in trigonometry, that I need to use trigonometry and AP calculus for, because you're not gonna be interested in that. So why the heck would you pursue a career in that? Now, maybe in some cases you do, but overall, you should kind of pursue what you're good at and then form a suitable career from there, instead of sort of the other way around. And there's just an immense amount of control that school has over your schedule, where you really are not picking what you want to do at all. You're not picking what you want to learn, and you're generally not given multiple options. You're generally not allowed to pursue it the way that suits you best. You're generally, again, not always, but certain instances do not disprove tendencies, you're generally not going to be given a choice on how you want to learn, even though you get all you take all those fun tests on, are you an audible learner, are you a visual learner, do you learn by practicality? You take all those fun tests and then you use them for nothing. They never go anywhere.
Do schools honestly think that having a teacher lecture you and you doing assignments every day is how everyone in the school learns? Like, is that honestly what they think? Yeah, well, today we're doing a test, and you can either read the paragraph or you can listen to it. So we're doing good job. Good job. Yep. School's good. School's good.
Right. And the tests are a whole nother thing, but that is sort of what schools are built around. They're sort of built around, though. It's like you're building up to a little hurdle, and you gotta build up so you can jump over the hurdle and do it all over again. And for most of school, it feels like it's just never gonna end. There's really no end in sight till you get to 11th, 12th grade, and before then, it's pretty much endless. I mean, you're just in a dark tunnel, and you're just trying to keep going, and sometimes that gets really hard. I can tell you that before they shut the schools down, pandemic, you know, all that, back in March of 2020, I was really tired of school. I cannot even tell you. Because of the unbelievable control that you could not choose anything. You had to do it all their way, and if you objected, then be quiet. Learn your place, take a seat.
After the pandemic lockdown started, we did online learning, a very loose way of online learning, and a lot of kids didn't like it. A lot of kids didn't learn that way. I did, actually. I was perfectly content with doing all of my work on Monday and Tuesday and then chilling for the rest of the week with no instruction, because that's how I learn, and that's fine. And if other kids learn different ways, that's also fine, but that's not how it's presented in school, because you're only taught one way.
Well, and now it's back. Now you got the online learning where everyone's failing, no one's paying attention, they're done. I mean, basically schools have devolved now, and this maybe doesn't go for the whole country. You have certain instances where schools have reopened, but basically the school system right now has devolved into homework, into you sit through 4 or 5 hours, 6 hours, 7 hours of online school a day. You really don't do anything, and then you get 4 hours of homework. Yay! And remember, we don't know how to manage our time, so we're getting thrown into the water. No idea what to do. Shark's probably gonna get us.
I also want to say this. I mentioned before how I was only able to take a tech class in 7th grade. The tech class also sucked. It was not a good class. It was just not very good at all.
I mean,
So,
what do you expect?
I mean, we kind of played with Legos for a lot of the class. Maybe we would have done something. Maybe we would have done something more interesting if I was allowed to, do what I wanted. But nope. Just gotta do worksheets and play with Lego, which was, kind of fun, but didn't learn anything.
Yeah, and that's how it is in the school. That's how it is. When you're never going to be able to get to do what you want in the school system. You just have to toe the line, and if you don't like it, too bad. If you don't like it, you're doing it anyway, or else you fail. And you will not have time to hone your skills. You won't have time to pursue what you like to do, because it's gonna eat up all your time. On average, in high school, 3.5 hours of homework a day. Now, kids don't actually do all that, and they don't actually do it all well, but you still get the idea. You're getting hours and hours of homework, hours and hours of school every single day, and weekends, okay, you're spending 12 hours on the screen. Gee, you're really going to be honing your skills there. You're really going to be getting ready to live your best life on the TV or your phone. Probably the phone. But that's how it is now, where you don't get you get no chance to take control of your life. You get no chance to have that independence that we need to function in this economy, in this society, where we're not just going to the factory. We're not just screwing on the bottle caps. We're not doing any of that anymore. We're doing an actual high-tech, high-information society that the school system just doesn't prepare us for.
We're gonna wrap up soon, but I just wanted to touch on one more point before we go. Schedules. How every class, exactly 56 minutes or whatever the heck it is, you have no time to finish up assignments. On to the next class. Bell rings. Get the F out of there. You have to leave. I feel like I don't know if I'm the only one who's like this, probably definitely not. But when the bell rings, I always really scramble to put away my papers in my binder, and it makes me really disorganized, which is, just amazing. Just being disorganized is great, and I'm sure it doesn't cause any stress in any kids.
No. No, your folder's falling apart, your papers are all in the little folders on the sides. Now, you're fine. Nothing's gonna go wrong. You're not gonna lose anything. It'll be great. Perfect.
I think at one point, a few years ago, at my last class, I would go out to my locker and just shove my papers in my locker, because I did not feel like putting them away in my binder.
That's pretty much how it goes. That's how it is. I mean, you're not going to get anything else. The school system wasn't built to give you anything except that raw, intensive, do what we want, quote-unquote, learning. If that's learning, then we got big problems, because you're not really learning anything. And nobody is. The teacher's having a nightmare. It's a nightmare for the kids, it's a nightmare for the teacher. But those administrators, they make big money. For everyone else, nightmare. Not fun. Not good.
Alright, well, this episode's gone on for a bit long just because I had a bunch of points to touch on. You wanna do the outro?
I love doing outros.
Alright.
Yes, so if you're on YouTube, please do like and subscribe to the channel. And you can click the share button and the bell button and the comment button, and please do leave a comment. It helps. And yeah, that's great. So until next time, I've been your host JB.
And I'm a producer, Brooke.
Have a great rest of your day, and goodbye.